हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम एवरीवन। समस्त को स्वागत द्वितीय विश्व युद्ध को सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर 2। लेट अस बिगिन दिस इंपोर्टेंट सेशन। सिलेक्टेड एमसीक्यूज जेमिति आमे वर्ल्ड वॉर 1 को डिस्कस करथिले एमसीक्यूज माध्यम रे आमे आज वर्ल्ड वॉर 2 को डिस्कस करिबा एज पर योर डिमांड। लेट अस सी तम मानकर केते या ऊपर आइडियाज अच्छी। लेट अस चेक 50 टा एमसीक्यूज करिबा एंड समस्त एक्टिवली निजे पूरा सब क्वेश्चन आंसर करने को चेष्टा करिवो। ओके, फर्स्ट हमें कॉजेस एंड अर्ली इवेंट्स थ्रू ही स्टार्ट करूचे। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऑन योर स्क्रीन। प्रणाम समस्त को स्वागत। जो मैंने नुआ अच्छा निश्चय सब्सक्राइब कर दियो सो दैट हाँ सब्सक्राइब करके बेल आइकन भी हिट कर दियो सो दैट नोटिफिकेशन गुडा को पहुंची पारिबो व्हेन एवर एक्सप्लोरिंग गोल्स कम्स लाइव। एनीवे, कॉजेस एंड इवेंट्स थ्रू स्टार्ट। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऑन योर स्क्रीन। Generally considered fast belligerent act of World War II. So yes, you are correct with Germany's attack on Poland. But तापर पूर्व तमे टिके निश्चय टाइमलाइन टाकू जानि नबा दरकार। हाँ, हिटलर एंड मुसोलिनीस ये माने 1936 रो एक्सेस पावर टाकू फॉर्मेशन करिथिले एंड युद्ध जेतेबेले स्टार्ट हला आमे देखुचे हिटलर इन्वेड्स पोलैंड एंड जर्मनी इन्वेड्स annexes ऑस्ट्रिया। आमर जदि देखिबा एग्जैक्टली वर्ल्ड वॉर 2 रो टाइमलाइन टाकू हियर इट इज क्लियर कि आमे जोटा एबे करले देखो एठी पूरा क्लियरली टाइमलाइन टा एटा मु तम मानको सहित शेयर करि देबी। एटारू समस्ते भलो से क्लियरली जानि परिबो। जर्मनी इन्वेड्स पोलैंड सेप्टेम्बर 1939 जो डेट टा देखु जो तम माने एठू ही स्टार्ट हेछि एंड तापरे विभिन्न वार एंड वार रे कोठी कोन बिग इवेंट सब हेतिला एथरे क्लियरली मेंशन रहउछि टिल हमर atom bomb dropped on Hiroshima in August 1945 and Japan surrender kala September 1945 for it. So 1945 पर्यंत अछि starting from 1939. Okay, anyway, let us go to the questions. Which two countries were the first to declare war on Germany? Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Yes, August 6, August 9. Okay. So here it is D, that is Britain and France, both brilliant. Against which country did the Soviet Union instigate an armed conflict in late 1939? Soviet Union को country against war करी थिला, conflict थिला. Yes, very good. Little boy and fat man. August 6 and August 9. Roger. Here it is Finland. Very good. What were the first two Western European countries that Germany invaded? What were the first two Western European countries that Germany invaded? Yes. April 1940. Norway and Denmark. Yes. Okay. Which best describes Germany's standard invasion strategy at the beginning of World War II? Yes, right answer होची attacked with a Attack with a combination of speed and overwhelming force. Yes, speed and force. What major mistake did the Allies make in preparing to defend against Germany's attack on France? World War II Allies power and Axis power. Dita power thile. Okay. Germany, Italy, Japan, Axis re. Allies re. Great Britain, France, Soviet Union and United States. ସେଠି କହିଛି Allies make its preparing defend against Germany's attack. तो जर्मनी कोथरे थिला एक्सिस रे थिला एक्सिस रे जर्मनी सहित आउ किए थिले इटाली थिला जापान थिला जापान इटाली जर्मनी एक्सिस पावर ओके एलाइज कौन कला जर्मनी अटैक टू ऑन फ्रांस जेहेतु एलाइज रे किए थिला फ्रांस थिला आउ किए थिला ग्रेट ब्रिटेन थिला यूएस थिला सोवियत यूनियन थिला बा रशिया थिला राइट right answer is they misinterpreted where the main invasion would take place. Very good, thank you everyone. बेसिक जिनस बेसिक आइडिया थाउ जो मानकर टिके डर अछि कि वर्ल्ड वार 1 वर्ल्ड वार 2 रो क्वेश्चन आंसर केमति करिवो दीज आर सम बेसिक क्वेश्चंस या ऊपर आइडियाज थाउ हेल्प करिवो ओके what was the German military strategy known as blitzkrieg? जर्मन रो मिलिटरी स्ट्राटेजी ब्लिट्जक्रिग कहले कोन it is a rapid and overwhelming attack जो डर लागु छ किछ व्यस्त war नाही go through the 50 questions I have discussed about world war 1 and you are in this session also ए जो 50 क्वेश्चन हमें डिस्कस करछ आउटिके डिटेल रे एनालिसिस करिवो डिटेल एनालिसिस हे गला परे तमे तमरो ओवरऑल आईडिया आसी जो चिंता करियो किछ which country did Germany annex in the Anschluss of 1938 निजो टेरिटोरी रे ऐड कला which country did Germany annex in the Anschluss of 1938 रे को कंट्री को जर्मनी ऐड करथिला निजो सहित इट इज ऑस्ट्रिया okay which country did Germany annex in the Anschluss 1938 चलो एटा जोटा कि वायोलेशन ऑफ ट्रीटी ऑफ जोटा हमरो हितला वर्साइलेस तारो वायोलेशन हितला एथरे ऑस्ट्रिया को ऐड करथिला निजो भितरी जर्मनी ना एमिति नुह कि एथरु बाहर क्वेश्चन आसीबोनी सेमति नुह बट मोस्ट ऑफ द थिंग्स आर कवर्ड एंड आफ्टर के एनालिसिस कले कोन और बहुत गुडे क्वेश्चन तुमको मिलियो आंसर भी मिल जाओ टू अलाउ जर्मनी टू एनेक्स द Sudetenland okay chalo which country signed a non-aggression pact with Germany in 1959 it is Soviet Union next what was the significance of battle of Britain Yes, right answer is it marked the first major defeat of Hitler's military forces. Very good. Which battle is considered the turning point of Eastern Front? Which battle is the turning point of the Eastern Front? Stalingrad ଗୋଟେ city ଯୋଉଠି battle ହେଇଥିବାରୁ ୟାକୁ battle of Stalingrad ବୋଲି କୁହାଯାଉଛି. Okay. Yes. Operation Barbarossa. What is Operation Barbarossa? Soviet Union invasion of Soviet Union. କୋଉଠି ଇନଭାଇଟ୍ କରିଥିଲା ସୋଭିଏତ ୟୁନିୟନ? ହିଟଲର ଏରିଆକୁ. କୋଉଟା ସେଇଟା? German. So the right answer is German invasion of the Soviet Union. Be correct. Very good. Very good. Battle of marked the largest. The which battle marked the largest tank battle in history? Which is the largest tank battle in history? ପାଖାପାଖି 1300 tank participate କରିଥିଲେ. It is Battle of Kursk. Significance of D-Day. What was the significance of D-Day? କଣ ଏଇଟା? D-Day. The beginning of Allied invasion in Western Europe. B is the right answer. Beginning of liberation of Western Europe from Nazi control. Nazi control ରୁ ବାହାରିଲା. Nazi ମାନଙ୍କର control ରୁ ବାହାରିଲା. କୋଉଟା? Western Europe ଟା. Okay. यूरोप रे वार एंड ହେଇଥିଲା ଏଟା. ଏଟା ଜୁନ 6 1944 ମାନେ ବୁଝି ପଡୁଛ ତ ମାନେ ୱାର ସରି ଗଲାଣି वर्ल्ड वार एंड बेलକୁ. Okay. Which battle was the last major German offensive on Western Front? ଆମର ଏଠି ଅଛି କି? D-Day देखो. D-Day landing in France. Steps beginning. Final offensives. 1944. Yes. Invasion begins. ठीक ଅଛି. Battle was last major German offensive of Western Front. It is Battle of Bulge. Yes. Outcome of Battle of Midway. Battle of Midway. ଏଥିରେ actually ସବୁ ଅଛି midway ବି ଥିବ. देखो, बैटल ऑफ मिडवे जून 1942। आउटकम कौन? Very good. A turning point in the Pacific favoring the Allies. Which battle is known for the extensive use of kamikaze attack? Extensive use of kamikaze attacks. Kamikaze attack kono? Kamikaze attack. Suicidal attack. Normally, Japanese pilots ମାନଙ୍କ द्वारा. Battle of Okinawa. Okinawa kono? Japanese island. Okay. Significance of Battle of El Alamein. Yes. Battle of El Alamein. Alamein. Yes. ये सिर्फ किए जीते थिला Allies victory of Allies against the Axis forces in North Africa. North Africa सहित connected it. 1942. City experienced prolonged siege lasting over 800 days. Answer is Leningrad. British Prime Minister for most of World War II. किए ଥିଲେ? Churchill. Leader of Soviet Union during World War II. Yes. Stalin. US President authorized the use of atomic bombs on Japan. Which US President authorized the use of atomic bombs on Japan? Truman. Harry S. Truman. ଯେତେବେଳେ ଜାପାନ ସରେଣ୍ଡର କରିବାକୁ ମନା କଲା ସେତେବେଳେ. Who was fascist leader of Italy during World War II? Yes, Mussolini. Benito Mussolini. What was the purpose of Yalta Conference 1945? Purpose of Yalta Conference 1945. Reorganization of Europe. ଆଉ division of Germany, ପୋଲାଣ୍ଡର ଫ୍ୟୁଚର କ'ଣ ହବ, ଏସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଅର୍ଗାନାଇଜ କରିବାର କାମ ରିଅର୍ଗାନାଇଜେସନ ଅଫ ଦ ୟୁରୋପିଆନ କଣ୍ଟ୍ରିଜ. What was unique about the Dolittle Raid? ହୱାଇରୁ ଜାପାନ ପଳେଇଥିଲେ ବମ୍ବର୍ସ ମାନେ. Yes. Which battle is considered to be turning point for the war in the Pacific? Turning point for the war in the Pacific. Good out. Midway হব না কোরাল সি হব? Midway. Okay. Why were Japanese Americans interned during World War II? Interned. Why were Japanese Americans interned during World War II? ଗୋଟେ reason ଥିଲା. Answer is many Japanese Americans were serving as secret agents of Japan. মানে loyal নথিলে. ଜାପାନ ପ୍ରତି loyal ଥିଲେ. Americans serving as secret agents of Japan. Loyal to Japan. ଜାପାନକୁ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ କହିଦଉଥିଲେ. What was one role women played in the military during World War II? Role of women during World War II. World War One रे ବେଶୀ କଣ ଥିଲା? ନର୍ସ ନାଇଁ, ଏଠି କଣ? Combat squadrons. Combat. ତାଙ୍କର rank ଥିଲା, ସେମାନେ ବି ଯୁଦ୍ଧ କରୁଥିଲେ armed conflict କୁ ଦୂର କରିବା ପାଇଁ. Okay, military conflict କୁ ଦୂର କରିବା ପାଇଁ they are directly into the World War II. What was the purpose of Office of Price Administration during World War II? Answer is to manage war propaganda. Yes. Which US government agency was responsible for producing propaganda during World War II? Which US government agency was responsible for producing propaganda during World War II? କିଏ? CPI କରୁଥିଲା. CPI. Committee on Public Information. କୋଉଟା ହବ ଏଠି? FBI. କୋଉଟା ହବ ରେ? Central. ବଡ଼ ମୁସ୍କିଲ. ହଁ? US government agency responsible for producing propaganda during World War II. FBI. Na OWI. Office of War Information. A. Okay, ঠিক ଅଛି. A হব OWI. Very good. Office of War Information. What was the main purpose of war bonds during World War II? Encourage citizens to save money. Yes. Significant significance of double V campaign. Double V campaign. Victory over fascism abroad and racism at home. Yes. Which minority group served in a segregated unit known as the Tuskegee Airmen. Tuskegee Airmen. कौन है तुस्केजी एयरमैन highly skilled African American military pilots. African American military pilots. Airman. ଯେଉଁମାନେ ୱାର୍ଲଡ ୱାର ଟୁରେ ଉଡୁଥିଲେ ଓକେ ବ୍ଲାକ୍ ପାଇଲଟ୍ସ ଏମାନେ ହେଉଛନ୍ତି ଆମେରିକାର ପ୍ରଥମ ବ୍ଲାକ୍ ପାଇଲଟ୍ସ ଆଫ୍ରିକାନ ଆମେରିକାନ ପାଇଲଟ୍ସ ଓକେ ଏଇଟା କ'ଣ ଗଲା ଏଇଟା ଆସିଲେ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ କରିବ ତୁସ୍କେଜି ଏୟାରମ୍ୟାନ୍ what is the primary role of Navajo code Tuckers? Navajo code Tuckers. Primary role of Navajo code Tuckers during World War II. Radio operators using code based on their native language. ଏମାନେ କ'ଣ ଏମାନେ ହେଉଛନ୍ତି ରେଡିଓ ଅପରେଟର୍ସ ଓକେ what was the purpose of Nuremberg trials? Nuremberg trials purposes to establish United Nations. Which term describes the systematic extermination of 6 million Jews by the Nazi? Systematic extermination of 6 million Jews by the Nazis. It's final solution. Is known as final solution. Which country suffered the highest number of military and civilian casualties during World War II? Highest casualties in which country during World War II? It estimation Soviet Union ro. Okay. Marshall Plan କ'ଣ? Total 75 millions World War casualties. 75 millions. A treaty to end World War II. ଥିବା କଥା କୁଆଡ଼େ ଗଲା ठीक अच्छे देखियो। Which organization was established in 1945 to promote international cooperation and prevent future conflict? UN, United Nations. What was the Manhattan Project? Secret US project to develop atomic bombs. Technology was crucial in defeating enemy submarines during World War II. Detecting enemy submarine enemy ମାନଙ୍କୁ detect କରିବା ପାଇଁ କୋଉଟା World War II ରେ main role play କରିଥିଲା କୋଉ technique ଟା sonar. Primary purpose of Enigma machine. To encode and decode secret messages. Which British intelligence operation successfully decrypted German military communications? Operation ର ନାଁ ହଉଛି Operation Ultra. Successfully decrypted German military communications. Significance of the Turing machine during World War II. Turing machine ର କାମ କଣ ଥିଲା? Enemy ର code କୁ break କରିବାରେ help କରୁଥିଲା. Which city was divided into 4 occupation zones after World War II? Capital of Germany. Berlin. Main goal of Potsdam Conference 1945. Potsdam Conference. Germany रे अछि Potsdam. 1945 ରେ ହେଇଥିଲା World War end କରିବା ପାଇଁ to negotiate terms for the end of World War II. এটা তো ନା ଏଇଟା ହବ to discuss the post-war order and peace treaties. ଏ ଦିଟା ଟିକେ confuse yes C ହେଇପାରେ more appropriate ନାଇଁ କି? Okay, ଠିକ ଅଛି. Which two countries emerged as superpowers after World War II? Easy one. US and Russia. What was primary purpose of GI Bill enacted in 1944? To offer educational and housing benefits to returning soldiers. Which trials set the precedent for prosecuting war crimes and crimes against humanity? Nuremberg trials is the right answer. C correct. ମୁଁ ଜାଣିଛି ବହୁତ ଝଟକା ବହୁତ ସକ୍ ଭେରାଇଟି ଅଫ୍ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ୍स କିନ୍ତୁ ସବୁତକ World War II ସହିତ ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟଲି କନେକ୍ଟେଡ୍ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ କହିବି ଏ ସବୁ क्वेश्चंस रो एनालिसिस आउ थरे करबा ପାଇଁ again एंड एनालिसिस सहित आउ टिके वर्ल्ड वॉर 2 रो मो जो एई जो फोटोर कथा कहूची एटा भी देई देबी याकू भी टिके एनालिसिस करि दियो सो दैट या ऊपर जदि क्वेश्चंस किसी आसुची तम माने करि परिबो एंड अंदाजा लगेई परिबो जे आउ बेसी बेसी टेंशन ओरिड हबार भी दरकार नाही मेन मेन इवेंट्स गुडा करू क्वेश्चंस आसीबार संभावना अछि सो डोंट माने पैनिक हबार किछि नाही 50 टा क्वेश्चन करिवो आउ थरे 50 टा क्वेश्चन एनालिसिस करके ता भीतर टिके पसिबो ओके ठीक अच्छे थैंक यू एवरीवन फॉर स्टेइंग कनेक्टेड विथ एक्सप्लोरिंग गोल्स हाँ आज वीडियो को लाइक करने को भूली जाइछ हाँ मुझे जानी टेंशन बहुत अच्छी कि क्वेश्चन आंसर कर पारलनी बट स्टिल आमे किछि क्वेश्चन डिस्कस कले एंड या ऊपर आउ टिके तर्जमा भी करिवो लाइक शेयर भी निश्चित रूपे फ्रेंड्स मान सहित करिवो एंड जो माने नुआ अच्छा सब्सक्राइब भी करि दियो एंड जो माने बीएड एंट्रांस में प्रिपेयर करछ तुम पाखरे बहुत कम समय अछि आई विल गाइड यू नमे मक करिवा मक टेस्ट भी करिवा यूट्यूब रे एंड समस्ते नोट रे निश्चय जॉइन करिवा आज हम एनालिसिस करिवा जो माने बीएड एंट्रांस 2025 दबाक जाउछ समान प्रस्तुति आ जो सप्ताह रहिला ता भीतर कोन करिवा दरकार थैंक यू एवरीवन फॉर स्टेइंग कनेक्टेड जय जगन्नाथ।